Poll: 96% of Jews in 13 EU countries say they experience antisemitism in daily life.
This post received a score of 6,200, with an upvote ratio of 80%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
What's interesting is that there's almost no difference across countries in the EU in that respect. 95% in Austria, 97% in Belgium, 95% in Czechia, 93% in Denmark, 95% in France, 96% in Germany, 94% in Hungary, 98% in Italy, 97% in the Netherlands, 95% in Poland, 89% in Romania, 97% in Spain, 99% in Sweden. Edit. Also important to understand, this survey took place before the Hamas attacks in October 2023 and the war in Gaza.
When people discuss casual racism and bigotry in the United States, it's easy to forget that the EU often has competitive ranked racism and bigotry.
Europeans perfected racism years before the US was even founded.
For the first time since 2013, New Jersey residents are being treated to the city's biggest fireworks celebration this July 4th. The 10,000 free tickets Mayor Eric Adams was offering have all been claimed, but a number of venues from the High Line to Hudson Yards are selling fancy $100 plus tickets to their rooftop parties and viewing points. There are still plenty of places to take in the great views for free, no tickets required.
Every British person I've ever met has been an asshole to Americans about things regular Americans have no control over. I worked with a woman who, at least once a week, berated me over the quality of chicken in America. "You Americans," was how she started most sentences.
I met lovely Brits in the UK when visiting London and some small towns in the countryside. Then I met Brits in other countries who were extremely aggressive, violent and basically looking for trouble. Weird.
This was all in the US, so that tracks. I guess they have their own version of the American tourist in Europe stereotype.
British tourists are notorious for doing practically everything American tourists get accused of.
At least here in New Zealand that is not true.
Drunken louts can't afford to come to NZ.
I don't think I could tell a person was Jewish unless they told me.
Interestingly, I've noticed the really hardcore anti-Semites do seem to be able to tell. Or maybe they just see Jewishness everywhere and happen to be right occasionally, I don't know. All I know is I actually am of Ashkenazi descent but look like any other white British woman on the street. I have a very common English surname. People are generally surprised to learn I'm Jewish. But somehow, anti-Semites, the really nasty ones who think the show was faked and there's a secret Jew conspiracy running the world, can often tell I'm Jewish. It's actually pretty fucking scary.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.